y'all, it's Mona. I just wanted to do an update. I haven't done a video in a while. It's been really, life's been a little stressful here lately, and I've just been trying to focus on it and not worry about doing anything else. A lot's like I said, a lot's been going on. But I have been doing quite a few things. Last weekend I made laundry detergent, and I was going to put up a tutorial of that on my blog. I also dried some cilantro, and I have a batch of homemade, I'm calling it brambleberry because it's raspberry and blackberry, brambleberry wine going. I've actually got to check it to see if it's done fermenting, and you know that it's done fermenting when the bubbles stop rising to the top. Also got a new kitten. It's a bottle baby. She is actually, where are you? There you are. She is 5 weeks old. Sorry, the bed's a mess back there. We got her when she was 4 weeks old, and the reason that she's a bottle baby is because someone shot and killed her mother. Sorry, I was looking to make sure that, cleavage wasn't out of control. My hair is a mess because it is about 80-something degrees down in my neck of the woods, and to save money, we're not running the air conditioning at all. We haven't run the air conditioning at all since it got since it got above 40 degrees. We haven't been running the heat or the air. We've just been keeping the windows closed in the cold weather, and we keep the windows open now, and the ceiling fan's going. And then we've got a box fan that we're using, and we're just kind of using air circulation to keep the house cool, and it's actually working pretty well. The only issue is that I freeze to death at work now because we have AC at work, and I don't run the AC hardly ever in my car unless I'm like on the interstate and I have to leave the windows rolled up, because if like I brought my daughter home for good from my mom and dad's house since it's summertime and school's out, and I ran the air conditioner I think twice for a couple of minutes, and that was just because we were on the interstate. I didn't want to roll the window down because I was afraid something would come in and hit her in the face or something. And so I don't use the air conditioner in a car. And actually, when I leave work and get in my car, your car's like 100 degrees inside, I'm actually like, oh, this feels so good. So sometimes I drive halfway home until I start to sweat with the windows rolled up in my hot car. Just because I'm so cold from work because the air conditioner's on. So that's really interesting. I really have to get my yard done. I didn't get my garden done. I had some basil plants outside in a planter, and the squirrels or Bob, the cat, knocked them over. Bob has not come back inside the house since we brought the kitten home. I kind of feel bad about it, but at the same time, Bob's happiest when he's outside. He would literally only come in to eat and get a drink of water and go outside. So I just put his food and water outside, and I go hang out with him every day, and he stays in the backyard. I don't think he even gets outside the fence anymore. He just hangs out in the backyard. So I've got to make him a house, and right now I've got something for him to get in if it starts to rain. And for some reason, he's crawling up under a chair that someone left in the backyard that I kept because I may be able to recover it and reuse it. And so for some reason, he's getting under that. There's tons of shade in one corner of the yard because there's trees and a huge honeysuckle bush on the other side of our yard. But I've got to get all the leaves up, and tomorrow I'm actually going to set up my What? What? You're so vocal. I know. You're talkative. You are. I'm going to set up my daughter's planter, and we're going to plant some bean plants and some zucchini and squash and an eggplant and what? And hopefully some tomatoes. So we will see how that goes. Oh, and sunflowers. That's my daughter's only request was with the. I'm sorry, I'm playing with the kitten. Is that we plant sunflowers. So, um, what else? There's some other stuff going on, but I don't really want to talk about it until it's over and done with. Um, Same thing like with my sister. Um, Certain things are happening again, so I need to do my banishing spell again for her, and it worked for a while, and now it's kind of worn off, so I need to do it again. And this kind of ties into a video that I had recorded earlier, and it didn't record the whole video because that's what my phone does. But, you know, Tequila has already touched on it, and I think Ember Honey Raven did too. I don't have any tools that I have bought. Sorry, I've been listening to Little House on the Prairie, Little House series audiobooks, and boughten is a real word. I don't have any boughten tools that I use. Everything that I use usually has to be like dual purpose. Just because, you know, one, I'm in the broom closet. Two, we just don't have the money. So the herbs that I may use are from my kitchen. The knives that I use are from my kitchen. I don't have a wand. I don't have an athame. I don't really even have an altar. I use the top of my great grandmother's dresser, and I clear everything off of it before I sage it and bless everything before I use it. But otherwise, I don't have an actual dedicated altar yet, and that's just because where I had been going to my parents' house every single weekend, I still don't have the house arranged how I want it. Hopefully that will change now, but you know, I've still got the rest of the house to put in order, starting with my daughter's room. That's the most important thing right now. So, the last banishing spell I did, and when I say banishing spell, it was basically to make a certain person and people to leave my sister alone because of the situation that's going on. And all I did was I took a tea light candle, and I took a regular old ink pen that I keep just for that purpose, and I wrote, what did I write on it? I wrote hush or shut up or go away or something on the top of it. Probably all the above. Or I think I wrote go away. Or I don't remember what I wrote, but that's basically what I did. And as I wrote it, I just chanted, you know, make them stop. It was stop. Make them stop. Make them see what they're doing. You know, return it to them. Stop. Make them stop. Make them stop. Make them stop. You know, it wasn't. Oh, you know, bad things should happen to them, and it was just basically just make them stop. Make them leave her alone. You know, make them see what they're doing, and make them leave her alone. Make them see what they're doing is without putting too much up there, that they could have additional repercussions for what they're doing. And I just lit the candle, and I lit a stick of incense, and I set it on top of my great-grandmother's dresser with my goddess candle lit, and with it lit. And I then sat on the bed and watched it burn, and I meditated as it burned and thought about all those energies and what I wanted, you know. And the next day I felt incredibly better. And then the next time I talked to my sister, everything was going good and everything like that. So I need to do it again because stuff has started all over again with the shenanigans. So, but all I used was a dollar store tea light and an ink pen and a stick of incense. That's it. I didn't have to have the full rigmarole, however you pronounce it. You know, I didn't have to. I, you know, it wasn't this whole big with everything, and so and it worked for quite a long time. Um, so, but unfortunately, these are just the kind of people that I'm going to have to keep repeating it because they're they're assholes. Let me just throw that out there. They're assholes. And that's just how it is. So, you know, and I haven't given much away. You know, when everything's calmed down, I may or may not share that. You know, it's not really even, it's only my business because she's my sister. It's not my business to put her business out there. So I probably won't share really what's going on there. My Book of Shadows, where's my Book of Shadows? Oh, it's in my book bag. I haven't really done anything with it because I'm not going to continue to use that Book of Shadows because I kind of ripped a lot of it out because that's not where I wanted it. So, the book that I got, I wish I could find it in black. I wish I could find a great big sketchbook, but that's kind of hard to conceal. I need something that's a lot easier to, not necessarily hide, but to hide. Easier to carry around. And I'd prefer it to have lines just because I can't write in a straight line. And it probably doesn't even need to be in a straight line. So I may just end up getting a sketchbook. I still don't know how I want it decorated. Sorry, my ear is itching really bad. For some reason, right now, I am somewhat obsessed. If anyone quilts or crafts, ooh, pardon me, that was then they know about Sunbonnet Sue, and there's several different varieties of Sunbonnet Sue. For some reason, I really like that, but I have done a few sketches of it and altered it for that she has on a witch's hat. And I thought, oh, I'm gonna, cross stitch this and see how, for Halloween, and see how it looks. And I thought about if it's cute enough and if it's nice enough, I may sell something like that on Etsy or something. But I don't know. It's up in the air. I don't even know that I could afford the supplies. But there's a lot of little embroidery patterns with little people that I like to redraw them, but draw them with witch hats and kind of striped stockings and things like that. But and I thought, oh, I could add a couple of those to my Book of Shadows. So I'm basically redoing my Book of Shadows again. I actually have not worked really in my Book of Shadows. I've written more in my planner because I can keep my planner with me open at work, and I write a bunch of stuff in my planner. So my planner is almost turning into my Book of Shadows. But, it's just going to be hard to stick about 50 planners together, and there's going to be a whole lot of space that there doesn't, there's nothing written on other than pertinent information from, like, where I got, the day that I got my medications and, minutia. So, but anyway, I'm starting to just ramble on now. Sorry I look like shit. I realize that that's kind of just how it is all the time with me. I don't put on makeup. I probably should start doing that. I really, 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 sorry, I'm having to shift because my knee is really hurting today. I think I have bursitis in my left hip. My sciatica is acting up and I can't get comfortable. I really need to start taking better care of myself. I'm on blood pressure medication. My hemoglobin A1C is borderline. I'm sorry I keep saying I need to lose weight. I need to start taking care of myself. And, I've never been one to, whoop, someone just jumped up on my foot. I've never been one to feel the need to put on makeup or feel the need to, um, you know, the term, as they say, gussy up, because I'm a nurse. When I worked in the hospital, there was, a 50-50 chance that I was going to go into a room and get someone's, unknown, someone's body fluid, head to toe. I don't know who felt that was a good idea, but it was not a good idea for medical professionals to have holes in your shoes. But the reason that I don't wear makeup is just it has not become a habit to me, because I've never worn it working in the medical field, just because, there's a 50-50 chance that you may have to take a shower before the end of your shift, and who wants to have to take a shower and then put on makeup and then go back on the floor? You're not going to have time for 30 minutes if you want to have your lunch to go shower and put your face back on. Which is odd that I don't wear makeup, because my mother is truly a Southern woman. She does not. I think she has maybe gone out of the house without makeup once or twice. Okay, maybe she's, I won't say how old she is, but she's old enough that she's maybe done it 10 times. And she always says, I should have known better than to go out of the house without makeup, because she was just going to the store for a minute. But she said, every time that I do, I run into someone that I haven't seen in years, and then I'm out without makeup and I look like shit. So, sorry. I was really thirsty. So, she was the type of woman that never left the house without her face on, doesn't leave the house without her hair done, even if she's only going out in old jogging pants and a t-shirt, literally. The only time that she doesn't go out without makeup is if she's going to help my dad on the farm, like grubbing trees or working in the hay, or so to me it was odd that it never became a habit with me. Of course, I was not allowed to wear makeup until I was 16. I had an interest in wearing makeup when I was in middle school, and all I was allowed to wear was mascara and a neutral colored lip gloss or lip balm. So, would I have worn makeup now if I had been able to start wearing, the full regalia when I was, 13, 14? I don't know. But it just really never became a habit. I think I did wear makeup in high school. But after high school, I think I figured out, I don't care. I value my sleep and my sanity.
What time is he going to get back now?
What time is Mike going to get back? Honey, I don't know. It's a 2-hour drive up there and a 2-hour drive back. He'll be back when he gets back, okay? She's playing with your feet. You need to play with your toy with her. With her. So, so I'm a bad Southern woman. I don't have any problem going out of the house without my face on. In fact, I hardly ever put my face on. So, and when I do full on makeup. And one time I did it before we were going out to eat, and Mike looks at me and goes, "Don't you think that's a little much?" And I wanted to cry. Like, I really wanted to cry. I said, "Well, I can go take some of it off." And he's like, well, no, you don't have to. You're wearing an awful lot just for us to be going out to. And I don't know, I don't know what his, I don't know if he meant, we're not going anywhere fancy. I don't know why you put your face on, or just, are we, are you planning on being a drag show later on? And if I could do my makeup like drag queens, by the way, I would totally do my makeup every day. So, I'm not down in them at all. Or if I could do my makeup like Tequila does or like Ember does, I would wear makeup every single day. So, and it's not because I don't know how to do my makeup. When I do my makeup, it looks good. I can't do the fancy stuff that Tequila does, and I can't do it in a timely fashion. Like some people say, oh, it only takes me 5-10 minutes to do my makeup. Really? Because it's a whole half an hour affair with me. Because I have to get everything perfect. And I have no problem going and washing my face and starting over if I mess up. So that's one of the other reasons that I don't do it. I could get that or extra 30 minutes of sleep. And as far as my hair goes, I usually wear it up like it is now. Like this is it's folded over, and then this is the rest of it. I normally wear it like this just because it's fast and easy. And because my hair is almost down to my butt, and I cannot braid my own hair. One, my carpal tunnel's really bad, and if I start trying to do anything fancy with my hair, my hands go numb, and they start hurting. The other thing is, I don't know how to French braid my own hair. I don't even know how to French braid my daughter's hair, which her hair's too short to French braid right now, but what are you doing? What are you doing? Okay, she's back in her bedroom. I heard her in the kitchen in the fridge. So now I'm just starting to ramble. Anyway, I'll see you all later. Love y'all. Blessed be.